Why are we so tired? You know, it's one of the most common questions we get. So let's have a talk about it. What are your top energy suckers and what can we do to be less tired? One thing, and the number one thing we'll talk about, is the modern go, go, go lifestyle. Now, one thing we encourage people to do is, I know we love checking our phones every 2 minutes. Now, one thing we encourage people to do is start checking your phone every half an hour. Don't be so responsible to your phone. Why? It's going to give you a lot more time. Cell phone breaks are a fabulous habit to get into, and it'll give you more and more energy the more often you do it. The other thing we can do is just allow ourselves to have better focus on what we need, and that's when we talk about meditation. I know you're saying I'm not good at meditation, so hey, here's a little clip about that. Beginner's meditation is called box breathing. What it is inhaling for 5 seconds, holding for 5 seconds, exhaling for 5 seconds, then remaining empty for 5 seconds. Now, the point of meditation is to learn to control our focus. Most people say they're not good at meditation, and you know what? That is in reality the point of meditation, is that when our attention drifts, we learn to pull it back. So, it's not about guilt or anything, shame. It's about learning to pull ourselves back and focusing back in on what we're doing. With meditation, what this allows is just that increase in focus, so keep trying to do that. The next problem is to keep your energy up is that we're feeding ourselves fuel that's designed to burn very quickly, very hot. And that's when we talk about simple carbohydrates, which is the majority of people's diets. One of the best fuels we can give ourselves for long-term energy is good fats, good proteins. So not necessarily a Coke and some potato chips. Now, the third thing we talk to people about is something we do for our kids, but we never do for ourselves, and that's called get sleep. Now, most people don't have a problem with too much sleep. It's generally too little. So in terms of that, what we talk about is just setting up a routine. Routines are great for kids, but they're great for the adults too. So same time, consistent sleep there, and set up the room to make sure you're gonna have a good sleep, which means dark and cool. Most people sleep best in those scenarios. Now, thank you very much for tuning in. Bit of a quick and dirty on some information for you just to help improve your energy and really cut out the reasons why we end up being so tired at the end of the day. Anyways, share this with somebody who's having a rough go.